guys come up with?
Well, we use the glyphosate.
Glyphosate, yep. What strength?
I'm using 360, but you get 500-ish for about the same price now.
Okay.
550 Ultramax.
Ultramax, 550, round up.
I think it's 550, could be 570.
Nice.
520 litres.
570? Yeah, it's 570, yeah.
20 litres is about $120 these days, or $150.
180. 180 for the
180.
Ultramax, yeah.
180. Cool. And how many applications would you do?
It's about 10 mil per litre.
10 mil. Yeah.
What are you trying to kill? Weeds or weeds in the grass?
Well, either one. Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Yeah, whatever at the moment.
Just weeds.
Yeah. Of course, with glyphosate. Yes. Yep.
And then we use Herbicide MA in 20 litre drums, about $350 odd.
Yep.
And again, that's about 10 mils per litre as well. That works well as a broadleaf weed spray for buffalo, safe for buffalo, and hasn't got dicamba, which is very good.
Okay.
And the third chemical I use is called Garlon, or blackberry killer. It's good for killing trees, and glyphosate plus blackberry killer does ivies and basically does everything.
Okay.
And they're the three chemicals I use, apart from lime sulphur and rose stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah, for the fertiliser you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
Richard, how many mils for that bush killer one, the berry one?
It's usually about 10 mil per litre, but it's hellishly expensive as well.
Yeah, that's right.
But it does the job. But I charge quite a fair bit for it as well, because I don't use it that often.
So how much would sorry?
He's spraying it, so. Yeah, big, very careful. That's the one you use. Yeah, I like spraying.
That's one of the little thorns.
Yeah. I use large droplet sprays and be very careful.
How much is that, Richard? That blackberry killer stuff?
It's dropped a lot in price the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's you know, I can actually get it through another source. So it doesn't actually cost me anything, but from memory it's about $100 a litre. But you're only using 10 mil at a time. And it does everything. You charge the earth for it, but it does everything. It lasts for ages.
So let's talk about pricing then. So we're talking about a glyphosate, which is half the price of a bromicide.
Yeah.
What do you charge in terms of the service? So standard service, a bottle, but the 10 mils, you're turning into how much in terms of a service?
10 mil per litre.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, everyone charges it differently.
Per litre.
I charge my $100 an hour, plus I charge for the actual chemical I use, and then up it by probably 3 times. So,
yep.
You know, if it's taking me an hour, I'll probably charge $120 or something like that.
Plus chem, at 300%.
Including the chem.
Okay.
Because the chem's probably only costing me $3.
And GST on that?
10 bucks per 100 mil.
Oh, that's including GST.
Okay.
Other people pay by the litre, but I've found clients get too confused with that. As long as I'm earning my $100 an hour, I'm happy. Plus chemicals and stuff. So, you know, I'm probably doing better than that with the chemicals, to be quite honest.
Gladiator, that's how much is that in terms of
540.
540? Yep.
About 15 mil.
Yep.
And yeah, it's got the winning agent in it.
So you're going a little bit higher in the.
I go a little bit high, yeah. So I get out through my Strathalbyn.
Yep.
So I'm happy with it. Kills everything.
Yep.
Drill trees, pour it in it, gone.
Okay.
Trees like that, dead.
And a penetrant? You'd use a proper penetrant?
Sorry?
Use a proper penetrant?
Yeah, the spray,
Yeah.
the backpack spray.
Oh, yeah, but the penetrant into the plant, the additive.
No.
You don't add.
No.
Does it come with? Does Gladiator come with that additive?
It's got everything in it.
It's got it in it.
Everything
Okay.
everything in it. So it kills it.
Yeah. Does anyone use dishwashing detergent in their thing still? Someone was telling me to. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's already got it in it. It's already got the winning agent already in it.
Okay.
It works with everything. You can add that to any poison in your spray.
Yeah, that's right.
And don't forget last year's tip, sulphate of ammonia to speed up the process.
Sulphate of ammonia. Yeah, that was.
I use that, buy that in crystalline form. It's quite soluble. Just go put a cap of that in, and it speeds it up quite a fair bit.
Oh, nice. Because we're talking about the slasher. Does anyone have an opinion about slasher? No, they wanted to fight about it at the other place. Yeah?
Yeah, you sell it appropriately as your weeds will look like they're dead in 2 hours.
You mix it together though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the bio one.
Yeah, the bio
It's
one.
just that's just vinegar.
It's a fruit acid. It's a fruit acid.
Far out.
Yeah, but it gives the instant effect. Yeah.
On the slasher, I've been using
Yep.
it for about 6 months now. Priced the job last week.
Yeah.
I went in at 77 on glyphosate
Yep.
and 115 on the slasher,
Yeah.
and they took the slasher.
Okay.
Didn't
Nice.
cost me any more.
Because of the instant or the help or the.
Just because it's organic and she's got a cat that might go in the front yard.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nice, yeah, no
Yeah.
problems. I didn't think she'd take it, but
Yeah.
she did.
Oh well, there you go.
So
Yeah.
it gave me
You got to price appropriately because it's much more expensive, obviously.
It is,
Yeah.
but it's also relevant to what you're charging.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a customer recently complain. She said, "Look, you can't come to our business spraying that stuff. You're going to give everybody cancer."
Yeah.
Right, so I said, that's all right, I'll put together a quote for you and I can... So the quote came in 4 times more expensive because they've got to get it done twice as often.
Yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't work. I'm going to keep respraying the same weeds because it doesn't kill the roots, only kills what's above the ground.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And then they shut up.
Yeah, and then they went for the glyphosate.
I'm back to using Roundup.
Yeah, yeah. So
There's a few clients like that when you go spray, cancer and all that, when I book them in, they go out for the whole day. They don't want to be around. They
Yeah.
actually leave their premises and I go in there and spray and they come back.
well, that's probably a better solution than them worrying about it for sure.
You know, they've got dogs, anything, I tell them, get rid of the dog for the day, they get rid of the dog.
Shane, have you ever had anyone
Let
put
the
a
dog
cat
out,
dog
go to
guinea
the
pig in
plants.
the gym? It's never going to happen.
No, not unless deliberately.
The animal's got to eat twice its body weight, and
Yeah.
even then it might only just scroll up. If we inhale it, we digest it within 10 days.
Glyphosate is a carcinogen. It's on the same level as not getting enough sleep. Met worst.
Listen to what he's saying.
So, yeah, it's on the same level as met worst or those types of meats.
No one's actually called it a carcinogen.
It's a very low level.
Yeah, that's the argument they had down south. There's a guy that knew a lot about fertilizer. He said it's never been proven to be a carcinogenic even in mice. Yeah. So the guys that are getting having problems with it are either big agriculture or the actual manufacturers of the product.
Yeah, they're getting.
You've got more chance of getting lung cancer from mowing lawns in a dusty environment than you have of getting it from the...
I'd say you would too.
You know.
Because you can pick up anything with that as well. You can pick up disease, mites, everything in that dust. So that's something to think about when it gets dry.
And the other
Fertilizer dust, yeah.
The other interesting thing, the bromicide MA's got MCPA in it. What farmers do is they put MCPA on their weeds, and then they get their cows to eat the weeds because the weeds become sweet and palatable. So, you know, they're all very low level risk.
Cool. So did you guys have anything else? No? You're all good? You guys, poison table, what do you guys have? Bromicide MA? Yep. Cool. Charging costs?
I'd charge the same as a mow for a lawn spray.
Yep.
I could charge more, but I'm really just trying to get the spray on the lawn, so I don't mind. Like, I still make good money off of it, but
yeah.
my
your main goal
is to kill the weed. My aim, not to get money out of it.
Cool.
Makes the mowing in spring so much easier if the weeds are gone.
Nice, nice. Anything else from this table?
I use Ray's 510 glyphosate.
Oh yeah, Ray's. Yep, that's what we used to use as well. Yep. That's pretty good.
So I get from FPAC.
Yeah. Cool. You guys over here, where do you get your Gladiator? Strathalbyn?
Yeah.
Yep, cool. There's a store, the Strathalbyn store?
There's a store there, but they're not open on the weekends, so the guy knows me now, so he leaves it, he hides it around the corner on the property there.
Yeah.
I go for a drive on a Saturday with one of my mates, get Bricky up there,
yeah.
Pick it up and just drive back, you know, just get up, go for a drive, get out of the house.
Yeah, nice.
Get away from the missus, mate.
That's it. That's the benefit.
Did anyone mention Striker?
We got Striker as well. Has anyone used Striker? Someone say yes?
It'll supercharge just about anything.
It'll what, sorry?
It'll supercharge anything. You can add it to lots of different things, and it just gives it that extra kick. If you got some, some residual, you got some, when they get a bit resistant.
Yes,
weeds,
yeah.
You put a bit of Striker with it, knock out that generation, you deal with it.
Nice.
So Striker's good for that sort of thing.
Okay, and that comes almost like in an additive tin, does it?
It's you buy it in 5 litres. The last 5
okay.
litres I've used probably lasted me about 3 months, but
yeah.
I use a shitload more.
Does it increase the how fast they drop?
Yeah, because it
a little bit
quicker.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's the biggest complaint we get is the fact that you go there, spray it, and they want instant results, and that's where I think the slasher comes in. Slasher? Is it Slasher? Yeah, the Slasher comes in. Is it obviously gives instant results, and I think that's why you do it, Roger, isn't it? Where you do the mix of both, so you kill it and get rid of it. Yeah. Yeah.
I know the glyphosate doing work.
Yeah.
But
they just see the result of the Slasher.
And
Yeah.
I want them to go wow, and they'll pay more for the wow.
Cool. Striker was the other one. Cool. Excellent.
I got an apology for one of my clients. I spray on Friday. He rings on Monday. His roommate rings on Monday. Goes, Terry, nothing's dead. I said, it's only I sprayed Friday. Today, it's Monday. It's only a few days. Give it a chance.
Yeah.
So about 7 days later, they gave me a call back and they apologised because they wanted it dead straight away. So.
But how many applications does it take to kill a lawn full of weeds? Like one.
But it's got to be done properly, that's all.
Yeah.
Don't click that shit on into your hose.
So, but do you need to when you go back there 3 weeks again spray again?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
I do all of my clients once a year.
Yep.
I go through about 60 litres of the stuff a season.
And that's with the bromicide?
Bromicide MA.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I do all of my customers once and I never go back and do it a second time.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to.
When do you do it? What times of year do you do it?
I start in June, and I've usually got them all done by July, and it's just I've got some stragglers at the moment I haven't yet got done.
Cool. So June, July, one client. You do it for all your clients?
All of them.
Yeah. Cool. I heard that from this table as well, and I heard that from there as well. And I'd say probably some of the guys that have been around a little bit longer and thinking about things, where you do it to make sure that they don't cramp you in the cycle, where they just get an explosion of weeds coming out of their lawn, and therefore they got to come from 4 weeks to 3 weeks, which might sound good, but I think it was you, Robert, that said once it's 4 weeks or 2 weeks, because the problem is if they bring you in spring, you haven't got time to meet new clients. You're too busy just servicing your existing clients, and then they're going to push you back out again.
So your income can drop, especially in the first few years. Your income can drop by a third.
Yeah.
It's nuts. How are
Yeah.
you supposed to pay the bills?
And you're mowing lawns. You're mowing lawns rather than doing clean-up jobs at $500 a pop or $400 a pop or whatever it is. Yeah. Cool. So I do hear that quite often. The management of a yard over a period of time in terms of fertiliser and in terms of herbicide is very important. Yeah.
Mowing height too, Shane. I always come along down to the lawns at the year at the moment. So most of my lawns are on 3 or 4.
Yep.
They'll go up a notch every cut through spring.
Yep.
Make the lawn grow rather than fight against it. I'll let it grow, and at summer it's still like a 7 or 8.
Okay, so you kind of go up a notch each month.
And then through the year I go from 7 in summer, come down regularly through the year to hit rock bottom start of spring.
Yep.
So
and then get the length back up and the roots for the root depth. Yeah.
For summer, so it should be tall and big and last through summer longer, and then we'll fertilise at the start of summer as well to try to prolong the growth.
Yep. So when's that? When would you fertilise? Is it
Once
December?
it's slowing down in spring.
Is that December?
No, probably more like November.
Okay, earlier. Okay.
To start growing through summer when it's normally slowing down, trying to get the growth to pick up again.
Yep.
Whereas now you're trying to slow things down, so cut as low as you can.
Yep.
It should be easier to cut next month when it's nice and short, and you can let the mold come up a bit higher, let the grass grow.
Yeah. So just remember, guys, as well, we our busiest month, or the month that we get the most unservice for, is actually November. Yeah. And the reason that is because it actually really, we peak out probably somewhere in October, maybe depending on the season, somewhere maybe even September. So the amount of leads coming through probably peak out about here, coming through the office. This is, not your regulars or anything. This is all just new ones. But what happens is you've got the flow on of all this work here that actually just keeps cycling through. So we find that your busiest month is November and even into the early of December. Yeah, may not be the same for everyone. But what I'm indicating there is Steve's preparing, or whoever it is preparing in November to get a fertiliser in when you're at the busiest. And you're going to yourself, holy shit, I'm so busy, why would I want to create more work by putting fertiliser on the lawn? So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying you've got to work counterproductive to sometimes what you're actually seeing out there as well.
You're trying to make good grass grow in January, February.
It's good. It's a good idea, mate. It's good.
Yeah, cool. Me too. You've got to be ahead of the curve of what's coming, always, a season ahead.
Are you charging for that, Steve, or are you just doing it for yourself? Or is that
cutting different heights?
you're not
fertiliser?
Well, I feel like the charge anyway, yeah. Fertiliser easy go.
No, I know.
No, Steve, we're talking.
Just wondering sometimes you drop the
Fertiliser easy go
fertiliser.
about 1.5 times a mow normally, with an average size kind of lawn.
What do you charge whatever the mow's worth? Or?
Yeah, I kind of start, work about it. It's $60 lawn, probably about $90 to fertilise. But I'll go up or down depending on the client, what I'm trying to achieve.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't do a lot of it because I don't want my lawns to grow, so I'd rather do another shit. So.
That's right. Yeah, mowing. I know we talked about $100 an hour for everything. We had some guys talking about that last time we were together, which is great. But yeah, I don't know. I still come from the old school where mowing is the cheapest service. Yeah.
Why would that be the case though?
What, mowing be the cheapest service?
It's the same amount of time.
I agree with you. I actually think it's revolutionary. It blew my mind. Yeah.
The time that the customer purchases, not what you're doing.
Well, why would you leave a hedging job at $100 an hour to go do an $85 mow or $75
That's right.
mow?
So that's why the mow has to go up.
That's right. I agree. Yeah. What's that?
The mowing's probably going to be easier than a high hedging job.
Oh, man, again, to dislike the mowing, I like the challenge of doing something different all the time. So, yeah, but anyway, yeah. But you're using, I thought so, but it's actually the theory when you actually packed out and you could take on more work, or there's no more work to take on, why would you leave one good paying job to go to a bad paying job, So whatever that means to you, you've got to look at these. I thought that was a really smart way of looking at it that we never looked at before. I didn't even think of it. But it's funny, sometimes it's just a different way of looking at things. But anyway, you guys, did you have anything to add?
We've got a bit of a mixed table here.
Yeah.
Like Jim's got the slasher. I've been into the Gladiator for the last few years.
Yep.
Happy with that.
You were talking about controlling the lawns as well, weren't you? Yep.
Feed and weeds, the cambers.
Yep. Camber M.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
What's Camber M? What does that do?
Well, that basically gets rid of all. It's a selective herbicide, so it gets rid of all your broadleaf in your lawns.
Yep.
Got to be careful of the buffaloes.
Yep.
So a lot of people don't just go and buy weed and feed and go and spray every lawn. You got to, if it's a Silverwater buffalo, you got to have your buffalo pro.
Don't buy weed and feed at all. It's rubbish. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it's hit and miss. If there's a lot of moisture around, it's hit and miss.
It'll hit about a quarter of the weeds.
It keeps them happy. And like I said, the last meeting, I'll go around and spray some of them for nothing.
It's horrendously expensive.
You charge. See, I'll sometimes give freebies to make my life easier.
Yeah.
I'll spray if I call that clover off, I'm sick of it, I'm sure everyone is.
Yeah, and move on to working that slasher.
If I'm nearby, I'll come out, I'll just grab the hose, do a quick spray.
The camber though will yellow off the lawns. It'll knock the lawns a bit, and so, and of course you can't use it on the buffalo. So if you use the Herbicide MA and you put on a little bit too much, it doesn't matter. It's not going to yellow the lawns.
You can if you put on enough.
If you put enough on, yeah, but with there's more of a narrow tolerance with the dicamba.
Is it cheaper? Why would you use the dicamba then?
Because, well, that's right.
Yeah.
The Herbicide, it does do more weeds. It will kill a couple more weeds, but those couple more weeds we don't have in South Australia anyway.
Okay, cool.
So you might as well, I personally would rather pay it a little bit more for the Herbicide MA and have less risk of me stuffing it up or one of my employees stuffing it up.
How do you apply it, Rob?
Yeah. And I don't follow the instructions. I just put in about.
Probably done
300 mils. Yeah, about 300 mils into a backpack. Fill up the backpack and just try and just do one pass over until it's done, and then I fill up again if I have to.
That shows you how good it is.
And it knocks it off straight away.
Because Campbell will knock it around.
Yeah, but also one of the other bonuses for Herbicide MA is you can actually see it on the leaf. It's white.
Oh, okay.
And dicambas.
Anything else about poisons? No. Poison application. Guys that get the electronic, the battery-powered sprayers rave about them, whatever that means. Of course, you get the discussion, well, because that's really hard, and, they can't do that. But the guys that do get it actually rave about it. You can get, it's a better unit, you get better distance out of it, and obviously it's producing a good result. Does anyone use the battery ones here? Cool, I knew it was you.
We had those back in the meetings in the 1990s.
I've got an adjustable nozzle and I can
make it whatever you want.
Yeah, so you don't want mist here.
No, I think you want droplets, don't you?
You inhale more, you've got more risk of drift.
We're killing next door neighbours.
Yeah, all the plants in between and stuff like that.
I had a customer the other day say, I was a bit windy to spray, so I put the adapter on the front of it. It's got a milk carton. cut the bottom off of it, duct taped it to the end of it, and then just do spot sprays in the garden and didn't drift anything.
Oh, nice.
So she was happy and it worked a treat.
I use the croplands sprayers mainly because of the jet is a big droplet, but the application is very quick. So it's twice as quick as anything else I've used.
You should never be on mist with any spraying, really. You're not really achieving much.
So Cropland?
Cropland
Should be droplets.
That's the
brand. Where do you get it from?
Diagonal Road.
Kevin.
Oh, that's it. Not Bunnings, then. That's
No.
just what is the store name?
It's called Cropland.
Oh, it's called Cropland. Okay, cool. I think, but don't you use a
I use
Spatco one?
Yeah, it's a Sontax or something like that. They used to be $30 a backpack. Over the years, they've gone up, so it's about $45 a backpack. I just tend to use them until they stuff up. Because when Roundup dries in the thing, it leaves the salt behind, and that sort of reduces the lumen of the tubes. And that's when it starts to get really hard to push.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I throw them out.
Just the note with the battery pack from Bunnings, it's got a 12-month warranty. But generally, sort of anything from Bunnings, if it breaks, it stops working. You just go and swap it over. So that's one of the motivators for me was, $173.
That's a silver.
Yeah, silver. It's a quality pump.
From
That's not electric.
No. It's a blue 18 litres, and it's from where's it from?
Only Logan. They're quite complex. They sit flat, and they've got a good pump on them. They're fixed when you get different nozzles.
I've got 4 on my trailer at the moment.
Yeah, I've always got 2 on board. Is that the Odin one, the blue one? Blue one, yeah.
To me, that backpack with the cropland spray on there would be perfect, but converting the spray not the Odin.
It comes with a misting nozzle straight on, attached to it straight up. You just got to take it off and put the adapter on.
Put the yellow one on.
Yeah.
That comes with it? Yeah, cool.
It comes with all the bits and pieces too. I mean, I could just as easily service it, but $45 a throw, I mean, who cares?
I can do this on about 5 or 10 minutes, I can empty the whole backpack.
Yeah.